Welcome back. 6:52, time for the morning sprint. New numbers of those killed in Israel just into the newsroom this morning. 1,100 are dead as Israel declares war with the militant group Hamas. It started with a surprise rocket attack Saturday. Protests have broken out all over the world on either side of the conflict. In Florida, clashes between protesters broke out in Fort Lauderdale, but no major injuries were reported. Several members of Wisconsin's congressional delegation have weighed in on the conflict, including U.S. Representative Mark Pocan. His statement reads, quote, targeted response and humane restraint toward non-combatants is essential. He goes on to say that ending the violence and death needs to be the primary goal. U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin taking to X, formerly known as Twitter, similarly saying, in part, quote, we must stand together against this horrific violence. We'll continue to follow the response from Wisconsin's lawmakers as we hear more. Locally, the Green Lake County Sheriff says a 17-year-old is dead after a crash. It happened Saturday night around 9:30 along County Highway A in the town of Berlin. A report says the vehicle with 4 people inside ran off the road and crashed into some trees. A 17-year-old Beaver Dam resident died on the scene. The other 3 people were taken to the hospital. Their injuries are non-life-threatening. And in Lafayette County, a child is dead after a truck hit the rear end of a horse-drawn buggy. Deputies say the crash happened on State Highway 81 in the Darlington Township last night around 8. The sheriff's report says a pickup truck ran into the rear of the buggy. 2 adults and 4 kids were thrown out. One of the children was pronounced dead on scene. Another had to be taken to the hospital by helicopter. In sports news, the Badgers looking ahead to their next Big Ten game after a big homecoming win over Rutgers, 24-13. A slow starting game culminating in the second quarter. Did you catch this when Ricardo Hallman intercepted a throw for a 95-yard Wisconsin touchdown? So fun to watch. Next Saturday, the Badgers take on the Iowa Hawkeyes at home. Kickoff is at 3. Madison's leader of the Police Oversight Board says she may have been the target of a drive-by shooting Thursday on the city's east side. In a GoFundMe post, Shadira Kilfoy Flores said she was driving home from dinner when a vehicle pulled up beside her on Willie Street and tried to pass her. Later, someone in that car started shooting at her. She says she believes this was deeper than road rage.
The sooner they go and bring things back to how it was, the more we know they don't want to make a change.
Residents from parts of Lahaina are responding as West Maui opens to tourists. The Maui County City Council unanimously passed a resolution urging their governor to delay the opening. Although some areas of West Maui are welcoming tourists, the return will happen in stages.
All right, good morning. 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock. A chilly start to the morning, likely seeing some frost here in many areas of southern Wisconsin. We're sitting at 36, a little bit milder down in the south. Simply there's an area of clouds down toward Monroe, toward the Illinois border. We'll look at mostly sunny skies through the morning hours, partly sunny skies as we get into the noon hour. Temperatures climbing into the lower 50s. Northwest winds making it feel cooler, so it is definitely going to be a cool day. Need that jacket all day long with the sun coming up right now. Temperatures in the 30s this morning, warming only in the low to mid 50s today. That's running about 8-9 degrees below our average for this time of the year. And when you factor in that wind, it's going to feel a little bit cooler. So some patchy frost this morning, again tomorrow morning, again Wednesday morning. And then we've got a system that'll bring us some rain. Pretty steady rains developing Thursday afternoon right through Friday, maybe into Saturday morning. We're hoping that clears up by Saturday afternoon going into Sunday of the upcoming weekend.
Kelly, with that first warn for that rain at the back end of the week, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty steady rain at that, so prepare for that later this week.
All right. Have a great Monday, folks. We're back here tomorrow morning.